Does your average case value reflect your level of expertise as a lawyer, or does it reflect your anxiety? So here's the insight. Your average case value is a client filter, not just a revenue lever. The filter concept. Your numbers determine who you spend 40 hours a week serving. High value cases aren't just more profitable, they're usually better clients. The wrong fit cycle. Here's how it works. Low average case value leads to team burnout, which leads to worse service, fewer reviews, and increases your cost to acquire clients. Think about that. Not only do you make less money per client when you charge less per client or when your average fee is small per client, it also creates a recipe for you pissing off more of your clients, getting more one-star reviews, which actually makes it harder for you to sign up clients. The three-way winner test. I love looking at this. Every case must be a win for the client, a win for the team, and a win for the firm's finances. This is the number one core value in my company, SMB Team, that every single client must be a win for the team, win for the client, win for the company. So when we could charge a bunch of money for a client, but if that client mishandles our team and treats them like trash, then that's not a three-way win, right? Or let's say that we reduce our fees and sign up a bunch of low spending clients. Well, great, the client's happy, but if that makes the company run out of money, and if that makes our team super unhappy dealing with a low spending client who has super high expectations, then what have we done there? We've failed the three-way winner test. So whenever it comes to selecting a client for your business, always use the three-way winner test. Okay, next, the math benchmark. Here's why this is so important, okay? If your average fee is not 5 times more than your cost to acquire a client, you're violating the number one principle in all of business, which is LTV to CAC, lifetime value of all the revenues you'll ever receive from a client, minus the cost of goods sold of that, which is in essence your lifetime gross profit per client, divided by the cost of acquiring that client, okay? This is the holy grail of business, this metric, okay? If only one metric I could track in my business, it would be this metric, LTV to CAC. When your LTV is 5 times more than your cost to acquire a customer, okay, and that's on gross profit, you have a money and value printing machine, okay? You can literally sign up as many clients as you want and make more gross profit from those clients to then reinvest in more marketing, and you create a money printing and scale machine, and you do it rapidly. But if your LTV to cost of acquisition is 1-to-1, there's absolutely no way to grow, because the amount of money you're spending to acquire a client equals the amount of money you make per client. So there's no way to reinvest back into sales and marketing or to even increase your profits. Here's the core truth. Price, or your average fee per case, only matters when the value is unclear, okay? The bottom line is this. We call this the babysitter analogy. You'll pay twice as much for the babysitter who does the dishes and has a CPR certification because the value is obvious. Most lawyers don't do this. Sell the outcome. Nobody wants a lawsuit. They want their life protected, their debt gone, or their future secured. Stop selling the process, sell the result. We call this the DDP framework. I help insert client avatar get insert what they want without insert what they fear. Example, we help dads who are going through a divorce get custody of their children without losing everything they built. That's a perfect example of a DDP framework. What this does is it allows you to create a clear value proposition that actually matters to your target client avatar, that you can use in your marketing, in your sales process, and in all of your communications to help convert maybes into yeses throughout your sales process, no matter how high your average fee is or how much you charge if you're a fee-based firm. Reviews as social proof. This is so critical. Social proof justifies your value, so you don't have to defend your fees. 200 reviews on your Google business profile can lead to a 44% revenue increase. This is why reviews are so critical. If you're going to charge twice what your competitors charge, or you're going to take on big cases that can give you a big potential settlement value, you need proof online as to why someone can trust choosing your law firm for their super big case or the super big fees that you charge. If you have nothing online to validate the fact that you deserve to charge high fees, then why would someone believe that they should pay your firm high fees or trust you with a catastrophic injury case, for example? So let's talk about the real block here, because the tactics you could easily implement today. You could raise your average fee per case today. You could raise the standards of the types of cases you take on. But what's the real underlying thing happening? The only thing keeping your ACV low is fear. Fear that clients will leave or that the market is too sensitive. The truth is, the clients you're afraid of losing are the ones holding your firm back. The solution is you don't need to be brave to change your standards. You need a lead engine that gives you the lead volume to be selective. A law firm that's getting 5 leads a month has to accept all of those 5 leads as clients because you won't survive if you don't. A firm that's getting 5,000 leads per month can literally handpick the exact clients they want and confidently turn down clients that are not right fits for their business. That is what lead abundance, as I call it, gives you. So one of the greatest ways to become selective in the cases that you take on so that you can increase your average fee per case, increase your profits, increase your client satisfaction, all the benefits we've listed, is to generate more leads. Crazy. How do you do this? Let's talk about the 4 C's framework, okay? Commit, courage, capability, confidence. Most people think they need to wait until they have the courage to do something, wait until they have the capability to do something, and wait until they have the confidence to do something. You do not need to wait until you have the courage, capability, or confidence to increase your average fee, okay? You commit first to, I am raising my average fee per case. I am going to commit to set higher standards for the cases we take on, and or I am going to commit to charge more money as a floor, okay, to the clients that work with my business. So the process works like this. You commit to a higher average case value, step 1. Step 2, you then earn courage through the process of having committed to a higher average case value, right? You tell that first person that scares the crap out of you, instead of saying, my initial fee is $10,000, you say, my initial fee is $20,000, right? Fear is wetting your pants. Courage is doing what you set out to do with wet pants. So you're going to feel a little bit of wet pants when you raise your fees or when you become more selective, right? Or that first time you turn down a case that's not going to give you a high settlement potential. That is what takes courage. But remember this, courage is earned based on the size of commitments you make in your business. So you commit first to a higher case value, right? You then earn courage by actually implementing it. And then step 3, you build a new capability. You prove to yourself through the process of doing this, man, I was already capable of doing this because look, I just did it. Yeah, I wet my pants a little bit, but I did it. And then step 4, the confidence follows, right? This 4-step process shows you how you earn entrepreneurial confidence in running your law firm, and you earn it through the size of commitments that you make. And this is one commitment that you can make today to increase your average case value or average fee per case. So let's do a quick action step-by-step plan for you to put this into action. Step 1, the audit. I want you to calculate your real average case value for the last 12 months. Is it at least 5 times your cost to acquire a client? Step 2, adjust your filter. If you're a fee-based firm, raise your rates 10 to 15% for new clients immediately. If you're contingency fee-based, tighten your case selection criteria now to stop taking low-margin filler cases. Step number 3, reposition. Lead with value in every consultation. If you show the outcome first, the cost becomes irrelevant, okay? And here's a quick bonus tip. Make average case value a quarterly boulder in your firm. Track it during every weekly meeting you have with your staff as a key performance indicator. My closing question to you is simple. Does your average case value reflect your level of expertise as a lawyer, or does it reflect your anxiety? Firms that fix their average case value first find everything else, hiring, marketing, culture, everything becomes easier. You built this firm to provide a specific level of results. It's time you valued those results accordingly. Hope you enjoyed this episode of the Law Firm Growth Accelerator podcast. I will see you in the next one. If you like this podcast and you're watching it on one of the platforms, would love for you to share it with a friend of yours so we can provide more value to the legal industry. Thank you for your continued support, and we'll see you next time.